How about doing the Bengali drape of a saree today? Hello everyone, I'm Archana Shankar. I'm a designer, stylist and image consultant. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And once you subscribe, please do not forget that bell icon. So let's jump right in. So as I told before, let us consider today draping the Bengali saree drape. Now, as all of you know, all of us Indians know that this is such a spectacular drape of a saree. And I've started on a series of draping sarees. I've already done two. If you have not watched it, please go watch it here. So today I'm going to do this beautiful Bengali drape of a saree. Let's plunge right in. And I would also like to say, disclaimer, that this is my take on the Bengali drape. Now, as all of you women know, all of us know that everybody has their own signature way of draping it. So I'm sure many Bengali women might have a different take on this, and any other woman or any other saree enthusiast might have a different take on the saree. So today I'm going to show you my own personal way of draping the Bengali saree. Please enjoy the video. So let's start draping the Bengali saree. So as always I say, before you start to drape, you will have to wear your sandals. So I'm wearing a flats, but anybody who's wearing a heels really have to take care that you have worn your footwear before you start to drape the saree. So as you can see, I have already taken the first step, which is the most basic step. You just tuck it in onto your right hand hip and you just take one round, and I finished that round. Alright. Now what you do is you start to go to the end of your saree. Now what I have done here is I have actually pleated it up, because for a Bengali saree, when you drape it, it could get a little complicated because you really have to take care of the way it falls. So I've just pre-pleated it. This is not something which is mandatory, but if you do it, then it becomes much easier for you. So nothing, you just basically just pleated it, and I've just pinned it up. Alright. Now what I do is this pinned up part, I just pin it up properly. You can take the pleats as you wish, according to your taste, and I would suggest that for a Bengali drape, basically it is always good to wear a saree with a border, because that is the way it falls. So the typical Bengali sarees, all of them have this beautiful border. So it could be broad or narrow. So I have taken it a little narrow so that it falls properly. So what you do is you just take this pleat and you take it a little longer than your usual navy style. Okay, so let it be kind of on the floor. So you can see that, sorry, let me just correct it. Yeah, on this side. So what I done is, see, you can see I have taken it a little longer than where it should fall. It's onto the floor so that I get a good drape. I just pleat it up like this, put it onto my left shoulder, and then you have this entire stretch of the saree. Okay, so what you do is you're going to pleat it. Now the pleats for the Bengali saree is very different and special. It's not like the typical small pleats that you take for your navy. It's only 2 or 3 broad pleats. So what I do with this much of fabric is just pleat it up into some broad pleats. So I'm just taking it, 1, and you just do this, 2, and 1 more. So that is enough. So for some women you might get 1 pleat, sometimes 2 or 3, depends on your size and how much you want to do it. So this much you have taken, and you just basically correct it. And what you're going to do is just shake the saree nicely so that it falls, and then just tuck it. You just, this much of it, you're just going to tuck it in. So how much ever you want, the height, you're just going to tuck it as much as you want. So you can just make it all right and tuck it in as much as you want according to your height. All right, and then you are left with this. Now what you do here is this much is going to get tucked in here. Alright, so what you do is you correct it. I'm just actually going to release the pin here. I just put up a pin so that it stays in place. and I'm just going to release it, and I'm actually going to put it up on my shoulder, and then I'm just going to correct all this nicely. And this part of it, you see, you get a nice triangular piece here. You just tuck it in at the back. Right. So you tuck it in nicely, and then you correct your pleats and you keep it the way you want. So it is tucked in here, and then you just correct your pleats on the chest nicely, and then your drape is just going to fall here. So ideally, see, my saree has a fall and it's slightly showing, but ideally it would be good if there is no fall there. And what you do is you just do this. Now it's almost gone. It's almost gone. I think I'll just adjust it a little bit. And then you have a long, nice tail here, a beautiful one. So I am going to also release the pins which I put up here, because I'm going to drape it, and I'm just going to release it. And then what you do is, with this tail, you just take this end. So you get an end, nice end, and you just bring it. And what you do is, generally Bengali women, what they used to do is they just tie a key, a keychain which they used to typically have. But nowadays, not many of us do that. So what you can do is just pin it up on your blouse. Or you can also you can put a nice brooch here, which will look very pretty. Okay, and this is the way it is. And then you have this. This is the way it looks. And this is a pretty drape here. Okay, you have a nice pretty drape here, and you have a pretty drape at the back, and ooh la la, this is how it looks. So all of you saw that beautiful, graceful Bengali drape, and I believe that you've liked this drape, and I want all of you women to try it out. Let's just get experimental and try out the different beautiful drapes of India. I'll be back with you soon. I revolve around topics like fashion, style and image. So all of you please stay happy and healthy. Signing off, Archana Shankar.